I spent $8,450 to come to New York and compete. I placed second and third, and I still think it was worth every dollar. Hi everyone and welcome back. The competition is over. I'm still in New York, flying home today. In this video, what it actually felt like to compete at the open gold level for only a second time with a partner I've had for 6 months. The moment I realized something important about how ballroom judging actually works and why second and third place in this category means more to me than 2 gold medals did last year. Competition day, July 3rd. Hair and makeup at 9 a.m. By 11, I was already at the ballroom because our first heat started at noon and I needed to see the floor, feel the space. We started with the singles. That's when each dance is judged individually, separately from the others. I entered as many singles as possible, not because I expected to win everyone, of course, but because I needed my body to warm up. When you compete cold with no warm up on the actual floor, you go into shock. You cannot feel your partner, you cannot feel your own feet. So we danced about 30 singles, 10 dances in a row, then a break, then another 10, then 10 more after that. Waltz, tango, foxtrot, Venus waltz, and quick step. Then repeat. In the singles, I was placing first and second consistently. Between rounds, I ran upstairs to my room, took a shower because when your adrenaline maxing out and you are dancing that much, you're completely soaked by the end of each round. Then back downstairs for the multi-dance finals. There are 2 types of multi-dance finals at this competition. The first is judged by category, all 5 dancers together, compared across couples. In that one, I placed second. The second is a scholarship, the highest prestige event of the day. All 5 dances, the best couples from across the whole competition, I placed third. I want to be honest about how I feel about this result. When I watched the video back, the couples who placed above me, I genuinely could not see what made them better. I mean that not as a complaint, but as an honest observation. My partner explained something to me that I'd heard before, but I never actually experienced until now. At this level, in the open gold professional category, judges know the established couples. They know their track record, their history, their reputation. We are 6 months old as a partnership. In the world of competitive ballroom, that makes us new. It's not an excuse, it's just reality. We are building something, and every time we show up, more judges see us, more judges remember us. Second place and third place in the most competitive category I've ever entered with partner I've had for 6 months. That's not a disappointment, that's a starting point. The best performance of that day wasn't the first one. It wasn't when I was the most nervous. It was the last hit of the day. My friends had come to watch. They show up in the ballroom and sat in the audience. And something shifted the moment I saw them there. The pressure didn't disappear, but the grip of it loosened it. I stopped thinking about the judges and I started just dancing. That last scholarship round was the best we've competed together. Technically clean, relaxed, connected. I couldn't have done better than that in that moment. Third place in the room and the first place in how I felt from inside. Before I get to my last thought, if you've ever watched my competition journey and you're curious about the dresses I wear on stage, I design and sell my own competition ballroom gowns at irinavibestar.com. Every dress you've seen me compete in, I created. Link is in the description. After the competition was over, I went to dinner with my friends in Brooklyn, watched real food, the kind of things your body needs after a day like that. And somewhere between dinner and getting home at 2 a.m., the adrenaline finally dropped. My hands started to shake and I never had experience of that. I felt completely hollow, the way you only feel when something you've been holding enormous tension for is suddenly over. Yesterday, I spent most of the day in the bed, not sad, just completely emptied out. That's what competition does to you. It takes everything you have. $8,450, 2 medals, one very tight body, and one clear direction for what comes next. The World Championship in Los Angeles, end of August, 2 months to prepare. That's where we're going. I will be filming everything between now and LA. The preparation, the moments when it's hard, and whatever happens when we get there. Subscribe if you want to follow the full story I post every week. And I want to know, have you ever worked hard towards something and then needed a full day to just recover from the intensity of it? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one. I will see you in the next video. XOXO. Mwah, bye. And I'm running to the airport. I'm going back home with my cute cat. He's under the couch, I guess.
Мальмашечка, домой поедем? Поехали домой.